Is this thing on? Is this thing on? I think it's on. I think it's on. Checking. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're about to go live, Women's Health. We are live.
We are live. What's up, guys?
All right. So we're going to do a quick sound check. We're going to make sure that everything is working, and then we're going to get underway for
National Workout Buddy Day.
You heard it not here first, but maybe on the other 5 workouts. Brief moment. Let us very quickly see that sound is working. Hold, please. Thank you for your patience. Okay. All right, so as far as equipment goes, you're not going to need anything. Sound is working. Hold, please. Thank you for your patience. All right. Hey, Jordan's in the house. Jordan Helmuth is in the house.
Jordan Helmuth, what's up?
All right. Okay. Are you ready to break a sweat? All right. So we are doing a
30-minute body weight
HIIT class. All you have to do is follow along. You're not going to need any equipment. And that's really all we have to say. So I hope you are ready to sweat with Roxie Jones and Charleeatkins. Here we go. All right. So let's get started with the warm-up. We're going to do some standing hip circles. All you're doing is opening up your hip, alternating sides. If you lose your balance, it's okay. So to tell you a little bit about ourselves, I'll let Roxie start.
All right, so I'm Roxie Jones, also located in New York City. Obviously, I'm a personal trainer and a nutrition coach, and I'm Charlie's best friend.
This is true. This is a very true story. We are best friends, and we are both in the fitness industry. We both are huge advocates of nutrition and strength training. We also created the workout for Women's Health, which is a part of their National Workout Buddy Day. I am slacking on my hip circles. We've got about 10 seconds left of these, and then we're going to actually be coming down onto the mat. We have the comments up, so if you guys want to throw some comments at us while we're working out, we can do that. From here, we're just going to come into some inchworms. So come to the end of your mat, hips stay high, you're going to walk, walk, walk. Come out, pause for a beat, and then walk right back up.
If you guys have tight hamstrings, you can give yourself a little bit of bend in the knee as you're walking it out, but just make sure that you're tucking your pelvis under as you walk it out so you can use your core.
Also, one thing that I always see happen a lot in this exercise is people walk with their fingers out. That just shows that you have some tight shoulders and maybe some wrist immobility. So to the best of your ability, walk with fingertips pointing forward. If that means you have to bend your knees more, I would rather you bend your knees more than walk with fingertips pointed out. Let's go ahead and come all the way out. We're going to do some rotations at the end of this one. So stay out in your high plank. Bring your front leg forward. And then you're just going to open up, nice big stretch.
Ooh, that feels good.
Go ahead and alternate sides. So starting out with warm-up is essential. You can't just head right into the HIIT class without a little warm-up situation.
You got to get the blood pumping. That is the whole purpose of a warm-up.
So this stretch is also called the greatest stretch in the world.
I think it is. You can let your knee spill out to the side a little bit to open up the hips.
Really think about spreading the chest. And if you're wondering if we're sisters, we're not.
No, we're both half Filipino though.
Yes, we get that a lot.
Maybe we're very distant cousins, like 8 cousins.
Good. Now from there, go ahead and drop to your knees for a quick second. We're going to be doing some down dog. We're going to flip over. We're going to be doing down dog. So downward facing dog. Push your hands into the ground like you're sliding into home plate. Slight bend in the knees if the hamstrings are tight. And then you're just going to lift one heel up to the sky and then the other. We're just going to alternate. So as that leg lifts up, try not to point the toe. Flex the foot. That way you have a straight line from the head all the way to the heel. And keep pushing into the ground like you're trying to slide into home plate.
This feels good on the shoulders.
Don't forget the breath. Now what we have in store for you today, this is the end of our warm-up. We're going to head into 2 sets of exercises, and we're going to finish this whole shebang with 2 Tabata rounds. I hope that you love a little Tabata. You guys are in good hands.
Get ready to sweat.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and come on up to standing. I'm going to switch spots with Roxie, and we're going to get started. Go ahead and take the purple mat.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to get started with squat kicks. Roxie's going to lead us off.
All right, so here's what it's going to look like. Make sure you have enough space for your hips to go down. So you might have to adjust your stance a little bit, and then when you get into the groove, kick it, really driving your heel out away from you. Let's make sure we're keeping the chest up too and not hinging forwards. And you should be able to finish the squat with the thighs parallel to the floor.
I like to put my hands out in front of me when I squat down. I feel like it helps counterbalance. One thing that we see a lot in squats is people tend to lean forward. So, to the best of your ability, keep the heart and the chest up as you kick and as you squat.
Almost there. Whew.
Let's try to get one more kick on each leg, and then we're gonna head on down to the mat. Whew. All right, set us up.
All right, let's get started in a high plank. Let's put the shoulders over the wrists. Now we're gonna do a plank row. So we're gonna pull one hand up into the pocket of the armpit, and then we'll switch between the other hand. Now just make sure that your hips are not swinging side to side, which is what I commonly see when we do this move. So make sure that the feet are wide enough to get a good sense of ground and stability.
As you pull, I like to think about there being a piece of paper underneath your armpit, and you don't want the piece of paper to fall out. You've got 10 seconds left. Use the breath to pull. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Come on down to the mat, flip over onto your back. Hitting the booty.
All right, guys, now we're gonna bring their feet to the floor. We're gonna do an alternating hip raise. So you're gonna drive up through one heel, push the hips up through the floor, and drop it down. And then we'll switch to the other side. Now we're looking for a straight line from the knee all the way up to the bottom of the ribs. So really drive it up. Now if you're a little bit more advanced, I like to bring my arms up in the air too. Really squeeze that peach, you know, down there. Almost there, guys. We're gonna give about 10 more seconds. Hips up to the sky, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one.
Let's go ahead and come on up to standing. Now we're gonna do my version of a jumping jack that I love. It's called a seal jack. I want you to picture yourself on vacation. You're gonna spread open the big sliding doors, and you're just gonna hop in and out. So instead of doing a jumping jack with arms going overhead, we're gonna target the back muscles, open up the chest, call it a seal jack. We're here for about 25 seconds, and then let's head into all of those exercises one more time through.
Back to the top.
If you found it too easy and you want to up the ante a little, you can always grab some dumbbells. You can do a lot of these exercises with weights. However, we are teaching a body weight HIIT class, so if all you have is body weight, then you're in the same predicament as us, and you're still going to get a fantastic workout.
All right.
Head back to those.
4 seconds, starting from the top. 2, 1, let's go. Back to the squat.
There's a lot of people commenting things that have nothing to do with exercise, which makes me believe that we just have a lot of non-working out people. I don't know why we're not working out right now.
Yeah, guys, if you're finding this to not be challenging enough, move faster.
Squat deeper. Add some power with that kick like you're trying to kick down the door.
Think about pushing the ground apart with your feet when you're getting down into this squat so that you're firing up your glutes. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down to plank rows. All right, let's do this. Now again, if the hips are opening up, open up the feet.
So this is a core, arm, back exercise. The core is super involved if you don't let your body rotate. So if you can keep your core engaged enough to keep your shoulders and your hips square to the mat, you're doing the exercise correctly. If you find that you're rotating a lot, just widen your feet even more. We got 10 seconds left, and then we're gonna flip over onto our backs for those alternating single leg hip raises.
This is getting hard. Flip it over. Okay. Another thing I love to think about when I'm doing the hip bridges is tugging my pelvis up to the sky so I'm getting that anterior pelvic tilt. There you go. So with every rep, make sure the lower back kisses the floor.
Should we make it harder by reaching our arms up?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm always about making it harder. Anything for a challenge.
We've got about 15 seconds left. Use the exhale to get the hips up. Really drive through that bottom leg. Fire up the hip. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Come on up for those seal jacks. Woo.
Non-stop. Now, if you're finding that you're really out of breath, you need a couple seconds to just catch it. Take a second, jump in with us when you're ready. Literally
30 seconds here. Now, if you feel like this is not doing nothing because you have lazy arms, really pull open that vacation door. Slide open those 2 doors. You see the beautiful ocean. Maybe you're a mountain type person. You see a beautiful snowy capped mountain ranges. Whatever it is, pull open that door. We got 10 seconds.
Good. 5, 4, 3. Hang in there, guys. Don't stop. 1.
Oh, I stopped. Oh, all right.
Oh, hands on your knees to rest.
We're going to head into our second round of exercises. Now, the exercise that we're doing now, they're compound movements, moving as many body parts, muscle groups, joints as possible. Let's go ahead and come into our good mornings. Hands behind the head, toes are pointed forward. Shift the hips back, drive the earth away to bring yourself up to standing. So we're making sure to hit these big.
You guys also, you don't need to be looking up the whole time. Pretend there's like an orange underneath the chin and keep your line of sight straight forwards the whole time.
Good. Now from there, we're going to head up into some push-up reaches. So come on down to your mat. We'll go this way. So start in the bottom position, belly down on the ground, reach out in front of you. Pull thumbs to armpits, push yourself off the mat. Lower down, reach, pull, push.
Now guys, really big tip. Charlie and I are both big on this. Try not to come down to your knees when you're lowering down from your push-up. This is definitely one of the hardest body weight movements, but it's very important that you keep your knees off the floor on the way down so that you can keep using your core through that whole movement.
True that. You got 10 seconds left. Keep going.
Ooh, my arms.
Oh, gotta be getting close. 2, 1.
One more.
1.
Oh man,
I cheated it. We accidentally got up. Let's come back down to the mat. Let's do heads on this side.
Yeah.
Legs go straight up into the air. Reach arms up to the sky. Lower one leg down, and then the other. Your goal is to plug your lower back into the mat and not let it come up. So if you really want to target the lower abs, as we all do, really press the lower back into the mat. Don't let that heel touch the ground. Use exhales to bring the foot up.
Other thing you can think about is connecting the bottom of the top of the hips to the bottom of the ribs to keep your core super tight.
Stay here, soles feet together, knees out wide. We got room. We're just going to be doing some butterfly sit-ups. Modification is just going to be a butterfly crunch. Butterfly crunch, keep going, Roxie. Butterfly crunch, you're just lifting shoulder blades off the mat, bringing your heart, not your chin, to the sky. If you're doing butterfly sit-ups, tapping all the way to the opposite side of your feet, trying not to swing yourself up with your arms. You want to use the core. You've got 10 seconds here. And then after this, we're coming up to standing. Here we go. Come on up. We're just going to jump rope in place. Just bring the heart rate up. So if you have grumpy neighbors that don't want you to jump, you can always just move on the balls of your feet. However, one very neglected joint on the body are the ankles. So here we are just creating some bouncing movements, creating some strength around our ankles, at the same time bringing the heart rate up. After this, in 5 seconds, we're going to head right back to those good mornings. Here we go.
All right, from the top. Facing this way? Okay. Think about touching your booty to the back of the room too. Push the hips all the way back. You should feel a nice stretch in the hamstrings as you hinge forwards.
A trick I like to do with these good mornings, if you're not feeling it, I like you to pretend that you're painting the front of your shins with paint on your hands, and you want your arms to stay straight the whole time. So you don't want your elbows to bend. You're just pushing the tailbone back, arms stay straight, and you're just painting the front of the legs with paint on your hands. From there, we're gonna head to those push-up reaches, not doing them from your knees.
Not from the knees.
Not from the knees. So this drill specifically trains you to hold the core strong to get yourself up off the mat.
Now, it's not that you won't get stronger if you come down to your knees. It'll just take you a lot longer. So we want to teach you the most efficient way.
We like to call it the biggest bang for your sweaty buck. The currency of sweat. Big exhale pushes you off the ground.
It's the longest time interval ever.
3, 2, 1. Oh, flip it over. Leg lowers.
All right, let's go.
I'm trying to get on
with you.
Oh gosh.
Okay, there we are.
So as the heel lowers down, I want you to think about pushing the heel as far away from the body as possible. So you're pushing through the heel, making sure that the lower back stays pressed into the mat. Use an exhale to bring that foot back up. 2 and 1. Let's go ahead and do some butterfly sit-ups. Soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Stagger that puppy.
Yep.
And here we go.
Think about drawing the navel in, like you're trying to touch the belly button to your spine. That way you're not swinging your way up. And use your breath. If you have to go slower, that's okay.
I like to do these over sit-ups because I feel like by taking the knees out, you eliminate help from the hip flexors to the best of your ability.
Ooh, totally.
It also feels good if you have tight hips. And let's go ahead and come on up. And we're starting to jump up.
I'm sweating. Are you guys sweating? Let us know if you're sweating in the comments section.
So we're here, just jump rope in place. Plug the elbows into your ribs, spread open the chest. Keep the shoulders out of the ears. Oh, we've got 10 seconds left, and then we are going to head into our Tabata round. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Tabata, which I know that you are not, because I know that you love a Tabata class, it's going to be, let's go ahead and rest, recover. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of recovery, 8 rounds. We've got 4 different exercises for you. All you got to do is follow along. We still have got 20 seconds, so we start. First 2 exercises are going to be a sprawl plus a kick sit, bear plank, knee tap, modification. We'll show you what both of those look like. Sprawl is what the burpee used to be until people started adding push-ups to burpees, which we personally, as 2 trainers, don't love. Sprawls, here we go.
Don't love burpees.
Don't love burpees, but we'll do sprawls all day.
So if you need a more low impact option, or if you have neighbors below, you can step into it and step up.
Remember, we're only here for 20 seconds, so you're working quick. Quick but smart. You got 5 seconds left. Try to get 2 or 3 more reps. Good. Now from here, we're gonna move into 2 options. I'm gonna do bear plank plus a knee tap. Roxy's gonna show you a kick sit.
My favorite exercise.
So,
all right, kick sit. You're gonna start in the bear crawl hold. You're gonna press the left foot into the floor, kick the right leg through, bring it back to the bear crawl. If this is a complicated movement or a difficult movement today, you're gonna do what Charlie's doing. Otherwise, go a little bit slower with this movement so you can get it down correctly. You want to pull the hand back instead of throwing it up.
Back up. Let's go back to those sprawls. So we're moving quick. Getting in and out. You got 5 seconds. Sprawls right away. 2 options, low impact or full sprawl. No push-up involved. Light feet as you kick back. Think about tenting your fingers into the ground. That's going to help you build wrist strength. And stand all the way up. Use an exhale to bring you up. 2.
One more.
Yeah, don't cheat it.
Yeah, no, don't quit.
All right, 2 options. Roxy's gonna do hers. I'm gonna stick with mine. You're gonna do what you'd like. 20 seconds on the clock starts now.
Just let the knees hover above the floor and then kick into it. I'm not actually letting my butt touch the ground. It's just hovering above the floor. Hang in there, guys. If you gotta do half of it like this and half of it how Charlie's doing
5
it,
seconds left, come on.
3 seconds.
2 and 1. All right, new set of exercises. We're gonna do some lateral bounds. You're just moving side to side. Here we go.
Now guys, this is a lot of jumping for you today. Here's your other option, curtsy lunge to the side.
Now remember, in a lateral bound, it's a lot of inner and outer thigh work. You're pushing yourself off and you're catching yourself on the other side. From here, good, and rest. We're gonna be doing some slams. I want you to pretend that you have a massive medicine ball. Very similar to our good mornings, it's a hip hinge. All you're doing is slamming it down. Big exhale as you throw. Come up to the balls of your feet.
Put a lot into it, guys. This is how we're starting our week.
Push the tailbone back just like we did in those good mornings. 3, 2, 1, 10-second transition, right back to those lateral bounds. Also, curtsy squats. A lot of comments still happening. What happened to you guys working out with us? A lot of fingers,
guys.
A lot of fingers working. Whew. Everybody that is working, high five to you.
Good job, guys. Keep going. You have 5 seconds left. Keep pushing.
Remember, you want that inner outer thigh work. Work this exercise. Med ball slams. Now, you guys can't tell because we got a 0.5 lens on, but we are working in about 4 by,
it's a small space.
Actually, it's like 9 feet by 11, but you know. So there is no excuse if you don't have the room. If you've ever been to the gym and you use those ski ergs, very similar setup. All right,
I like those.
Let's gonna head into our final Tabata set, core.
This is it.
All exercises I'm sure you've done before, plank variations, side and regular plank, as well as oblique exercises that are smart. Quarter get-ups and side planks. Whew. So first exercise, we're gonna be doing a plank reach. We got 20 seconds on the clock. I like to grab opposite elbows, bring my elbows down onto the mat, hands out front, step back. Once you're in a solid plank position, you just reach in front of you without letting the hips rock. Just like in that plank row. Now, if you notice your hips are rocking a lot, widen your stance. Take your feet wider.
Other thing, guys, if your hips are starting to creep up like this, let's push them forwards because you're going to lose your core engagement. If you're all the way up here.
Love that. Flip over onto the back. Quarter get up. The knee that's up is the arm that's up. Right knee up. Right arm up, left arm out to a 45 degree. All you have to do is roll out of bed.
Is this how you get up out of bed?
This is totally how I get up out of bed. I say, Charlie, the knee that's up is the arm that's up. Roll out of bed.
Again, you guys don't want to swing up, so draw the navel in to touch the spine. Exhale as you come up.
Let's flip it over back to those plank reaches, and then we'll hit the other side. So set it up, you're only here for 20 seconds. The wider your feet are, the more balance and stability you'll have. Just like Roxie said earlier, no butts up in the air, pull the hips forward, that way you're working the core.
You can also picture a bowl of tortilla chips on your back. You don't want them to spill.
No chips.
We don't like spilling chips, no.
3, 2, 1, flip it over. This time we're going the left side. The knee that's up is the arm that's up. Oh. And 3, 2, here we go. Oh, we'll take it early.
Press the lower back into the ground before you even start. So tilt the pelvis up or picture a marshmallow in between your back and the floor. I like that one.
Oh, good. After this, we're doing hollow holds and side planks.
Oh gosh.
I know.
That's gonna be hard.
You get
it's gonna be hard.
This is all ab work, my friends. I want you to stay down here on the mat, lay flat, reach your arms up overhead, and then you're gonna picture yourself diving into the water. Simply by pressing lower back into the mat and hold. Modification if you need it. Bend the knees, push the hands under the knees, create as much tension as you can with hands pressing into thighs.
I like this one.
Full expression, pressing lower back into the mat. Reach, retreat, you got 5 seconds. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flip it over, left arm down, or right, or whatever's good for you. Straight line from the head to the heels, feet are flexed, toes pull towards the shin, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift it up. Now, a few different options. Hand can be on the thigh, arm can be reaching up to the sky, arm can be over the ear, Your main cues are a straight line from the head all the way to the heels. Try pulling the toes towards the shin and drive the feet and that forearm down into the mat. Come back to your back. We're gonna go back to those hollow holds. 2 options. Hollow holds are not an easy exercise, so if you're like, what the heck? Great. Option 1, flat, pointing toes, reaching up, biceps are covering the ears. Option 2, plug your hands into your thighs, but don't let the shoulders creep up by the ears. You've got 7 seconds. Give me 3, 2, 1. Oh, flip it over. We're doing side plank on this side. So another error that I see in side planks a lot is that whenever people set up their side plank, their front fist, or the fist that's down on the ground, is pointed forward. You want it to be pointed straight. So I want it to be going forward. It's like I'm punching Roxie's back, which I would never do. But if I were to do it, it's exactly how to set up, which, by the way, this is our final exercise.
Yeah, this is it, guys. Make sure the joints are also lined up, shoulder above the elbow. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. That was good. Let's do a quick stretch. Sweaty.
Who's sweaty? Leave a comment if you're sweaty. Yeah, this is where you have time to comment.
Got a sweat mustache going on.
We can read them. I should probably open the window. Yeah. Let's do a quick stretch. Go ahead and come on down to your back. Hug the knees into the chest. You're going to extend the left leg forward. Right knee stays pulling in. And take about 3 breaths in this position. If you'd like, you can roll the ankle. Thank you guys for tuning in, by the way, taking 30 minutes out of your schedule to warm up, sweat, and stretch with us. From there, just go ahead and switch legs. Left knee pulls in. Try to pull the left knee towards the armpit, and then if you want to start to add some ankle circles, you can. Make sure you go both ways. And then let's go ahead and flip over onto our bellies. We're going to go back to the greatest stretch in the world, but we're going to hold it for a little bit longer. So front leg steps forward, and then just open it up. So like Roxie said in the very beginning of class, you can really drive that front thigh away from the ribs, and you'll feel a fantastic opening all throughout this area right here. But push that opposite arm into the ground. You want to think about spreading the chest, reaching up towards the sky. And then when you're ready, let's go ahead and switch sides.
Oh. So we're holding these stretches a little bit longer because this is our recovery. Normally when you're doing a warm-up, you want to keep them a little bit quicker to get the blood pumping. But right now, I'm trying to tell our bodies to relax, slow down, cool off.
Where are we heading next, Roxie?
Oh, let's come down to half kneeling. All right, so come down to half kneeling, back toe tucked under. You're gonna tuck the hips and push forwards to get a nice hip flexor stretch. If you want, you can do a twist. Take that elbow, put it over the opposite knee.
You can twist.
Okay,
I'll stay here.
I'll twist. And then we're gonna sit back, do a quick hamstring stretch, extend the leg out in front of you. You can touch your toe or just hang out here, whatever feels right. And let's go ahead and switch, other side. Tuck the hips under, push forwards. I also like to squeeze this glute, the leg that's back behind.
So if you guys like working out with us, I have an app. It's called LaSweat TV. I have workouts. I have over 100 workouts, strength, HIIT, cardio, mobility, anything you want. You can just find me by checking out my Instagram at Charleeatkins. And if you want to work out with Roxie more,
you can find me on Instagram, _Roxie_Jones_. A lot of underscores. And I also teach live Zoom workouts. And if you can't make those according to the time zone, you can find them on demand for 24 hours after it's been filmed.
Oh, let's coming up to standing. Let's go ahead and clasp the hands behind you, spread open the chest. Now, if clasping the hands behind you is hard to do, just go ahead and reach behind you, spread open the chest, palms are gonna go out, reach the thumbs away from you, and you should feel a nice stretch all throughout the top of the traps, whatever feels good for you. All right, we're gonna stick around for a little while longer. If you guys have any questions, you can ask them in the comment section. Don't forget to follow us, Charleeatkins, Roxie Jones.
With an IE.
IE with an EE. So, a lot of random comments.
Let us know where you tuned in from today or where you worked out with us from.
Hope you guys had fun. broke a little sweat. Don't forget to take your sweaty selfies. Take your sweaty selfies. Buddha Wooda, you're very welcome. Bliss 1021.
Thanks, Arlene.
Arlene, thank you so much. Melinda 2020H. Is this every Monday? Not for us, but you can check out, somebody's in North Carolina. You can check out what Women's Health has. That was great. Oh, we got Atlanta in the house.
Someone from Michigan.
Hello.
Represent from the Midwest.
DC. From Belgium, Hildy Jordans, welcome. So fun, thank you. The island got together for this, Jake 24. Will this be saved? Yes, this will be saved. Alrighty, love sweating with you ladies. Sharon Yoga Flow sending sweaty high fives from Sicily. Woo! That's for Sharon. Sharon and Sicily. We got somebody in LA. Good morning.
Yeah,
way to
early.
start this day. Egypt, hello.
Awesome, hello.
Get it in the evening. Queens in the house.
Hey Izzy, what's up?
Whoop whoop. All right, you guys, that is our 30-minute
Thanks for joining us.
National Buddy Day.
Yes. High five your workout buddy if you worked out with someone.
Yes, if you work out with somebody, or send your favorite workout buddy a quick text message and just say, hey, friend, I love working out with you. Yeah. All right, you guys, we are headed out. Thank you for tuning in.
See you next time.
Bye-bye. Let's see, how do I end this? Oh, there we go.